So we're going to show you how to do concept sketches. Okay? What is a concept sketch? What do we remember from the video? Aiden?
You draw fast, like.
Draw fast. Yep.
Just like basic sketches.
Basic sketches. What else? What tool do we use? Cameron?
Pen.
Pen. Okay, we're using pen. How many of you brought a pen today? Good. If you did not bring a pen, I will let you use a pencil, but you absolutely cannot erase. All right? So we're going to use pen. So I'm using dry erase markers, right? I'm not going to erase anything for my concept sketches. What is our assignment? What are we designing?
A car.
Yep.
A
A car or a truck has to have 4 wheels, has to have lots of details. Okay, so let's start our design. At this point, you should have already identified the problem, right? Take the step, identify, generate, select, go, evaluate, design. So you've already identified the problem, okay? Not yet, not right now. Just pay attention for this. I'll give you time to do this in a minute. I want to show you the process for generate. All right, we're focusing right now on just generate. Okay. All right, so the generate part of the design process, generating ideas, brainstorming. We're going to use a tool called concept sketches. All right. So with sketching, concept sketches, again, we do it quickly. We do it in pen. Simple, basic drawings. Our assignment, if we review the design brief that you guys have, is to build a car. It has to have 4 wheels. It has to meet the size requirements. Has to have lots of details and a few other requirements, right? You should have listed all of that out before you start this step. So what I like to do, I like to just start sketching. Okay, this is not the only way to do this. This is just one way you can do this. I like to give myself a box, and I just like to start figuring out shapes. Okay, maybe I want to do a truck. So a truck might look something like this, right? Maybe I want to do a sports car, like a Lamborghini, something or other. Have a fin up there, and great big tire at the back, and smaller tire at the front. Okay, and have windows kind of like this, and it has those little things on the back. Maybe, you know, look back. Do I erase this part? No, I don't need to erase, right? We're just sketching with pen, preferably. Maybe a little sharper on the front. We could have you guys know what the doors are called that open up, the Teslas have. Yeah? What are they? Butterfly doors or gull wings, the older ones are called, on the old Lamborghinis. Right, so we could draw some weird shape for the doors. Did you forget something?
They just didn't
Okay.
fix it.
All right. So we could keep going. Okay, if we want more ideas, maybe we want like a Porsche style, right? So we could do like more curvy and have like you know, convertible style. Oh, this is horrible. Do I care? No, we're just putting ideas out on the paper. Maybe we want something that's like go-kart style, right? Let's see, if it was a go-kart, it would just be made of like tubes and stuff. So maybe we'd have an arch on the front and back for the suspension. We'd have like a seat here. We'd have steering wheel. Maybe, ooh, I'm running out of room. What if we did a Jeep? Can we do a Jeep? Do flat hood, and the doors that are open, back, and the wheel well, and then you have that thing on, you know, the fender stick out on the front. All right. 5 different ideas already. Is this enough? It's getting there. Maybe we could start thinking about what we like. I kind of like this one actually. This is kind of looking good. What about the front? What's the front gonna look like? So if we again do the same thing but like a front view, maybe it's gonna be a little curvy like that. What kind of headlights do we want to put on it? We could do the square pop-up headlights, or maybe like the round headlights. What kind of grip? Now, why did you draw 2 different headlights? That looks silly, Mr. T. Why did I do that?
It's just a sketch.
It's just, we're just trying ideas. Okay, I can say, well, that side looks good. Which one do we like? Okay, so a round headlight would be, you know, maybe kind of set down inside like that, whereas the pop-up headlight might stick out when it was up. You've seen the headlights that go up and down, right? What kind of grille do we want? Do we want to make it look like an old Corvette or a Thunderbird? Do we want something a little more modern? Just, you know, a couple of slots cut in the hood. What kind of tires are we going to put on this? So if I had more space, I would, you know, in my notebook, I would turn the page and I would keep going, right? I'm running out of space, so I'm going to erase one of these just to give myself a little more space, not because I don't like it, right? If this was on paper, I would just turn the page, I would save this idea. So, not feeling the truck. Let's start thinking about tires. If I'm going to do a sports car, what kind of tires do we want? Do we want like the low profile and the, you know, tons of spokes? Do we want the drag slicks?
Yeah.
Great big, like on a, where it says, what does it say on the side? Goodyear? Yeah. Wrinkle wall. We could do the B blocks, right? We could even put the lug nuts in there. That's not, it's kind of a sorry looking tire, right? What if we did, what if we do the Jeep? Should we have some ideas for an off-road tire?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's draw. So they're the same kind of thing, right? They have bigger rim and they have that, you guys know what that ring around the outside is? It's called a B block. Okay, we put some great big old, whew, look at the tread on that. Maybe we should put this tire on the Lamborghini. Make it a dirt racer Lamborghini, okay? We're just coming up with ideas, okay? And as I start to decide, you know what, I kind of like this Jeep idea, which, well, let's start drawing. So maybe the windshield wipers, right? We could have some ideas. Maybe we should label these so people know what the heck we're looking at, right? We'll call this one Porsche. Did I spell it right? We'll call this one Lambo. And then we'll call this one Go-Kart. Okay? And again, so inset, light, pop-up, labeling, gull wing, what'd you guys call it? Butterfly? Butterfly, doors, low profile, drag slicks. Okay, we can label. We should start adding more details. Okay, again, where do we want the door handle to go? Is the door handle going to be there, or is it going to be a suicide door? You guys know what those are? They open backwards. So the handle's up here and the door opens the wrong way. I don't know. What, are we going to have an actual door handle that sticks out? Is it going to have, you know, we can start thinking, we could spend a whole another 20 minutes talking about just door handles, brainstorming ideas for door handles. Okay? Which one should we choose? What do you guys think?
Lambo.
Lambo?
Yeah.
Porsche?
Lambo.
Those are gonna be hard to draw. Can you tell I'm not an artist?
Fine Jeep.
Jeep. Yeah, the
Jeep?
Jeep. The Jeep's.
The Jeep's fairly
The
simple.
Jeep I could probably draw half decent. Should we challenge ourselves?
Yeah.
Do the Porsche?
Yeah.
A go-kart? I don't like the go-kart. I think, let's do the Porsche. All right. So I choose, now, so we just talked about generating ideas and concept sketches. You need to do, identify the problem first. You need to do generate ideas with concept sketches. And then, before you can start on SketchUp, you need to do select. I chose this idea because, well, why? I like it. I like the shape. I think it looks good. I think, I've got some good ideas that can go with it. I think we'll, decide on some wheels later, but I have some wheel options. And it meets all of the requirements. It's going to have windshield wipers. It's going to have door handles. It's going to have lots of details. It's going to fit in the required size. All of that fun stuff. Okay. So guess what we're going to do in our notebook now? Turn the page. And now we're going to draw. Again, don't erase yours. The only reason I'm doing this is because I need the space to draw. Okay? Now, a drawing. Do we do drawings in pen?
When you're sketching them.
A concept sketch, yes. A drawing or a rendering, if you remember from the video we watched, the graphic booster. No, we're going to spend our time with this. We're going to use different kinds of lines. We're going to use pencil. We can erase now. I'm going to start trying to draw this in as much detail as I can. So you can draw, we could do this exact same thing. You can do a side view, but big, lots of detail. We could do, and if you do that, I would recommend doing like a front view too, right? We could try a 3D view. Okay, so I said queso. Is it queso Thursday? So this is a 2D view of a cube, right? We're just looking at one surface. If we wanted to do 3D, we have 3 surfaces. So if you want to draw this in 3D, an easy way to help you with that is same thing. Draw the box so you have kind of an idea of where you want to start. And I'm going to try and do this in perspective. So this line and this line are going to look kind of silly. And this line, okay, so these would all go to a vanishing point, okay? This is going to look goofy. Let's make, try this just a little bit different. Okay. Okay. I think the back will be somewhere about there. Okay? So I'm going to start on the grill. And so the front of the car, decided we kind of like that kind of curvy look. So here, if this is roughly the end of the hood, windshield might be back about there, right? And then the door, that's our seat back, and then we've got the back of the car. Reach the windshield just a little bit taller. Okay, so wheel wells, where the wheels go, I'm gonna put maybe right there and right there. It's kind of starting to look like a car. Can I erase these now? Yeah. So we can get rid of with some of this stuff. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to start, I've got a rough shape. I'm going to start making things just a little more permanent. I think we call the hood more of a shape kind of like that. Okay. We've got the dash behind the windshield. Okay, get rid of this because I like that. Yeah, that's tipped up too high, huh? Let's lean it back a little more, make it a little more sleek. Okay. And then we've got our interior back there. Oh, it's gonna need a spoiler on the back, right? What can we put inside here? Yeah, so we could draw a chair. There's one. There's another one. We need a steering wheel, right?
Yeah.
Don't we need a steering wheel?
You don't have to.
Okay,
It's an electric car.
it's an electric car.
Full auto. Makes your the alignment straight.
Okay, get rid of that. Leave that too. I don't know. I haven't got to the door yet. We're still kind of working on the grill. Headlights. What do we decide? We like the round ones or the square ones? Yeah, I agree. I think I like the round ones too. I think I'm gonna try and move our hood back just a little bit. Okay, and we can start doing headlights. It's a little twisted, huh? This headlight needs to drop down. Does that look a little better?
Yeah.
So I'm using this line. That's our straight line, so it's still too high. That look better? That's a little better. And then as far as the grill goes, I kind of liked that old style grill there. So I'm going to try and draw some kind of shape along those lines. Okay, I'm going to make it 3D. Try to, right? Okay, that's not bad. I think I'd make it a little bit bigger. So, what about a bumper? Does it need a bumper? Oh, maybe we could do, have you guys seen like the race, like, what do we call them, the rice rockets? They have the air dam on the front.
Yep.
You could put one of those on there with a couple of the little scoopy things.
Oh,
Some of these extra lines. Okay, that's gonna come out like that. Okay, it's starting to look a little bit better. Tires. Should we put some tires on there?
Yeah.
I think I might have made my wheel wells a little big.
Those tires are a little tall.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Again, I'm using this flat line to try and line up make that back tire super wide, right? Yeah, we got a problem here. That front tire is way too big.
Yeah. Make the front tire
Let's make that just a little bit smaller. Okay, we have another tire over here somewhere, right? Okay, what do we think? What kind of details can I start adding? Yeah,
mirrors.
mirrors, okay. Probably want, since it's a sports car, we want some like nice, streamlined, I don't know, something like that. both sides. Maybe some windshield wipers, right? Maybe this has the windshield wipers that hide down inside. Yeah, you can put a top on it. You know what, I think that back end is a little too tall, so I'm gonna cut it down a little shorter. And that way, we could put like a spoiler on the back, right? Hey, whose drawing is this? All right. Yeah, we can put a door handle, we can put the kind of the shape of the door on there, right? Door handle, I kind of like the old school lever to the. What about the wheels? What kind of hubcaps are we gonna have in here? Porsche logo. Okay, so it's pretty rough, right? Are we done? Is that done? I mean, that's looking decent, I think, right? Looks decent. Can we start adding details now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we can start really kind of getting rid of some of this extra stuff, cleaning up these lines with the eraser. And if you remember, there's a couple of tricks from the video that I really liked. So one of them is any outside edge you make darker. Okay, so this edge is going to be darker. This edge all the way around is going to be darker. That edge, okay. And in fact, you know, this is all in shadow, right? So we can just kind of shade that in. This is going to be darker, right? This is going to be darker. Okay, this edge will be darker, that edge, all this, and then across the seats, anything that's in front, right, it's going to stick out more. Okay, we could start adding some detail to the seat. We could, okay, we can keep going and going and going on this and keep making it more and more detailed. We could add, you know, the kind of the sparkle to the lights. We could add more detail to the grill. We could spend some time really cleaning the grill up. Add a little more detail to our little air dam thing on the front. Maybe even some color, right? What color should we make our car?
Pink. Blue. No,
Blue?
Pink.
It's a sports car. We want to make it
Pink.
Black with a red stripe.
red.
With a red stripe.
Pink's the best. Yeah, pink is the best.
Yeah, make
Pink
it
is the
pink.
best.
Pink. We'll make it red with a pink stripe.
Okay, we could start adding maybe a little bit of color to it. Again, using some of those tricks we learned in the video, the lighting, which parts are going to be darker, which parts are going to be lighter. Maybe we want, should we do I was going to say a green interior? Nah, I wouldn't do it. Okay, so the point is, on this part, you need to take some time. Am I grading your artistic abilities?
No, yes.
I am not. Do I want to see your very best work? I do. So today we are going to do identify, generate, and select. You need to list out all of the requirements of what this assignment needs to be. You're going to have to look back at the design tree. Ford needs to build a car that, write those things down. Then we need to have a bunch of concept sketches, at least 3 different ideas. In addition to those 3 main ideas, I want to see other ideas like headlights, grills, tires, all of those other parts. When you have your idea chosen, I chose this idea because, explain it to me, and draw it out. Got it? If you have questions, come get me. talk to me. If you get all of this done today, you're gonna show me I, G, and S, and then I will let you get on the computer, and you can start actually building your car.
Okay.
All right?
Alright.
Any questions? All right, get your notebooks